Good evening, hockey fans. For tonight's NHL matchup, your Utah Hockey Club back at home start a three-game homestand, keeping their playoff hopes alive starting tonight against the Buffalo Sabres. Your lineups for tonight's action: Utah hoping to shake some things up, adding a few pieces, moving people around. Keller, Cooley, Schmaltz on that top line. Carcone, Hayton, Gunther on the second. Kraus, McBain, Doan on the third. Maselli, Stenlund, Kerfoot on the fourth. Sergachev, Marino on the top D line. Cole, Kesselring on the second. Mata Dursey on the third. And Vejmelka in net for his 12th straight start. Looking over to Buffalo, Turka, Thompson, Tuck on the top line. Greenway, McLeod, Zucker on the second. Murray, Krebs, Quinn on the third. Malenstein, Lafferty, Kozak rounding out the forward group. Samuelson, Dahlin on the top D pairing for Buffalo. Power, Byram on the second. Clifton, Bryson on the third. And Reimer in net tonight for Buffalo. Coming into tonight's game, Utah sits 4 points out of the playoffs currently. Vancouver in the second wildcard spot with 75 points. St. Louis tied at 75 as well, both of them playing each other tonight. Calgary second out at 73 points, and Utah 71. Calgary in New Jersey tonight, and Utah obviously at home against Buffalo. See if they can come through. They need to win this game tonight. There are no games they can afford to lose at this point in the season. Being four back and every team ahead of them seeming to kind of get back into form, with the exclusion at times of Vancouver. We'll see what they end up doing, but it doesn't matter what Vancouver ends up doing if Utah cannot win tonight and keep their hopes alive. Opening faceoff, Lee Cooley, and can't see the number on that one. It'll be Lafferty on the draw. Opening draw, tied up the dot. Utah looking to win this one back. They will on the second attempt there. Over to Schmaltz. He'll fling this one into the Buffalo end, right into the middle. Malenstein, I believe, there to pick it up. Byram now with it. Chip this one out to neutralize, trying to get this deep into the Utah zone. Take a bounce there, and it will be icing on Buffalo, just barely. That one doesn't, almost clips the net, but just misses that one. Take a look here early. New Jersey currently up 3-1 against Calgary, and St. Louis still up 1-0 against Utah. So we'll keep an eye on those throughout the rest of tonight. See who Utah needs to really keep their eye on in the chase. Left side draw in the Buffalo zone. One back into the left side corner. Byram to grab it. We'll chip this one out to neutralize right at the line. Buffalo coming out the other way with it. They'll enter in left side. Backhand towards the net. That one just blocked away there by Vejmelka. Lafferty, the one with the shot. Bozak looks to keep this one in. It'll take a bounce to Cooley, though. Flinging this one over to Schmaltz. He'll dump this one in. Reimer behind the net to stop it. He'll push it along the right side boards. Power to grab. Chipping this one, trying to get up to Peterka. Instead, it takes a bounce just too far on that one. Another icing on Buffalo. 19-16 left in the first now. But yeah, Utah definitely cannot afford to lose any games going forward here, which is going to be tough. I mean, because there's about 14 games, I believe they have left, including tonight, so 13 after. But at the same time, they don't have too difficult a schedule, but at this time of the year, there are no easy games. Left side draw in the Buffalo end again. Tied up. McBain will break this one free, back down to the line. Be rung around behind to the right side boards. Buffalo trying to chip this one out. Utah will look to keep it in. Jersey fires this one to the net, takes bounce wide. McBain will grab it just in time, pushing it back along right side boards. Jersey coming up to find it. Him and Byram battling for it along the boards. Breaks free, kept in by Doan. He'll dump it along the right side boards, but nobody there to grab. Byram launching this one up the other way. Buffalo moving in a shot. That one saved away by Vejmelka. I believe Thompson, the one there. It was him or McLeod. Couldn't quite see what the other number was after the 7. Regardless, Schmaltz will push this one in along the right side boards. No help with him, though, so Buffalo back the other way. Thompson chipping this one up to Dahlin. He'll enter in left side point. Tossing this one towards net. Bounces wide. Kept in along the right side point now. Another one thrown towards the net. That's wide. Dahlin coming up to grab it. Utah looking to clear. Instead, it'll be Thompson thrown to the net. That one saved by Vejmelka. Looking for a rebound in front. Won't find that one either. Gunther chipping this one up to Hayton. He'll enter in left side Buffalo end. Looking for a shot. He'll just circle around that left side point instead. Trying to cut in front. Long pass cross to Kesselring. Can't settle that one in time down. Can't settle that one down in time for a shot. Buffalo now with it. Samuelson will chip this one to Dahlin, looking to push this one out left side. Utah fight to keep it in, and they will. Gunther can't quite get it through traffic in the middle there. Bad pass from Buffalo, though, and Utah will regroup this one down to their own lines. They go for a change. Shipped up to Stenlin. He'll dump this one in the right side. Kerfoot racing for it. Reimer will push it to that right side corner. Stenlin still trying to break this one free. He's got Maselli to help him. Kerfoot back down the line for Sergachev to Maselli in the slot. We'll circle it. Takes a shot. That one bounces wide. Not sure where that one ends up. Bounces to the right side corner there. Looked like Reimer was trying to find that one as well. Luckily for Buffalo, though, they'll clear this one out to neutralize, and they'll just poke it in to the Utah end. Quinn trying to kind of put some pressure on Utah in their own zone. Will be kept in by Murray, pushing around to the left side corner. Sergachev able to grab it first. Clearing this one out to neutralize. Buffalo gain it right back. It's Clifton in his own end. 16:58 left in the first now. Buffalo pushing in left side corner again. This time we'll take a bounce to Mata. He'll push this one around to Keller. Chipped up to Dursey. Moving this one over the red line now. Cutting in right side. He'll give it over to Cooley. Drop this one back to Keller. Keller getting into the slot. Thrown to the net. That one's saved by Reimer, and he'll hold. Took a bounce in front and just landed right down in front of his pad. So no chance for a rebound there, but whoever was in front of the net there, I believe it was Cooley still from the rush, just too deep in on Reimer to look for a rebound there. Great effort from Utah coming in early. After a 7-1 loss, this is exactly what you want to see. It's the same situation with most games. Utah battling good. They'll get it in the zone for a good period of time. But when the opponent gets in the zone, some great quality shots. They got to look out for Thompson. A solid shot. So if they can keep him under control, they'll have a better chance tonight. 16:37 left in the first. Right side draw in the Buffalo end. Schmaltz kick daddle dot will be McLeod and Cooley now. Well, maybe he'll shuffle everybody around the dot. Oh, still be them two on the draw. Shots tied at 2 apiece currently. Finally, this one free to behind the Buffalo net. Power to grab. We'll chip this one up to Byram. Goes a little too far, and Utah push it right back in. Reimer looks to slow. It'll end up along left side boards instead. Keller fighting to keep it in. He'll poke it free to neutralize instead. Now back to Dursey. He'll get it in right side again. We'll see if Utah can hold this one down in the Buffalo end this time. Chipped around the boards. Doesn't look like they will. Dursey will pick it up and neutralize again. This time we'll see if pushing it in the left side changes anything. Doesn't look like it. Here's Buffalo back the other way. It's McLeod with it. Chips one up to Berterka. Up the left side with speed. Looks for a shot from an angle. That one saved away by Vamelka. Kept in by Zucker. At least he'll try to. Utah fighting for it right at that left side point. Breaks free to neutral ice. Chipped into the Buffalo end. McLeod racing for it. Looking to clear this one out right side. And he will. Back to neutral ice with it. Ends up all the way back down to the Utah end. Marino with it now. Gives this one up. Utah back up the other way. They'll chip this one in right side. Sergachev, the one to do that. Reimer will look to push that out right side. Sergachev will keep it in. Throws this one to the net. Looking for a rebound there. Doan in front. Can't quite finish it, though. Out of the end, it's Thompson. Cutting in left side. Shot towards the net. That one hits the stick of Kelsering, I believe, and just bounces wide. Circling around the zone. Buffalo push back down to Thompson. To Paterka there. Back down to the right side boards now. Hayton fighting for it. Tuck trying to get this one away, but it'll be Utah that comes away with it. Kelsering a pass out to neutralize. Right to Buffalo, though, as both teams go for a change. Trying to get this one in around the left side boards. Will be poked in front. Murray trying to center it. Won't be able to. Utah back up the other way. Cutting up the left side. I believe it's Maselli with it. Trying to ship this one to Gunther. Pass it back to Hayton. Not able to get that one on net. Carcone the one there, not Maselli. Here's Hayton back with it, entering right side. Carcone looks to throw this one to the net. Hayton with a quick rebound, but that one saved away by Reimer. Great little bounce there to try and poke that one in. Trying to catch Reimer, not on the post there. Hopefully we get a replay of that one. I want to see that one again in close. And it looks like we will. Yes. Nope. Wrong one. Always is. It's the one of Sergachev from earlier that had a tip towards the net, but ultimately hit Samuelson in front, and Doan just not able to get anything on that. This should be the one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, just Hayden rushing towards the net, trying to catch Reimer off the post, and ultimately Reimer able to get across in time. Right side draw on the Buffalo end, one back by him. 14:25 left in the first now. Chipped into the Utah zone. Kerfoot looking to battle this one away. Model get this one around to Dursey. Trying to get it across to Stenlin. Tied up along the left side boards. Utah end. Push back behind the net. Model to race to grab. Launching this one out to neutralize. Great stop there by Mallenstein, but ultimately would have been an offside, so can't do much with it. Dursey back now. Chipping this one to the Buffalo end. Trying to get this one deep to Kerfoot. Looks like a delayed penalty there. See if I'm high or if that was just an offsides. Scratch that. I believe that was just an offsides on that play there. Yep, just an offsides. 14:01 left in the first now. Shots tied up at 3. So it should be right side draw outside the, or no, left side draw outside the Utah zone. Actually, one back by Buffalo, but we'll try this one a second time. Looked like ref was, I believe he had his hand up to point back where it was, not for delayed penalty. So my mistake on that one. Second time successful. Utah won it back this time, trying to chip it out of their own zone. Buffalo push it right back in. Ends up along the right side boards. Cole with a bad pass. Buffalo able to steal this one. Thrown to the slot. Nothing there. It's Greenway tries to put one in front. Here's Zucker with it. Deep as power. He'll chip this one around to Greenway. Cole trying to fight for it behind the Utah net. Schmaltz coming in to help. Buffalo will try and get this one in front, but now a delayed penalty. Believe on Utah there. Yes, it will be Cole going to the box, I believe, for a holding. Will be a holding on Cole. 13:35 left in the first. So Buffalo with the first chance on the power play tonight. Cole just kind of gets caught up with Darlene in the corner. We'll see if Buffalo can take advantage of this and strike first, if this Utah penalty kill can do what they do best. Listening to Buffalo, Utah, and Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial break. 13:35 left in the first. Buffalo heading to the power play. Cole 2-minute holding against Darlene. So we'll see if this we'll see if this Utah penalty kill can do what they do best, or if this Buffalo power play can strike first, put that pressure on Utah early. Left side draw in the Utah zone. They'll drop this a second time. Looking at our other games of interest tonight, St. Louis still up 1-0 against Vancouver, and Calgary now only down 2-3 against New Jersey. Drop the second time. The time one back by Buffalo. It'll be Paterka trying to move up the left side with it. Try and poke this one back down the line, but Utah able to chip this one out. Here's Stenlin moving up the other way. Takes a shot towards the net. That one bounces wide. All the way to neutralize. Back to Utah, though. Trying to chip this one into the Buffalo, and they will. Here's Power with it. Getting this one in. Across to Zucker. Move this one around to the right side boards for Paterka. Stenlin trying to pressure him off the puck. Buffalo barely keep this one in. Now to Zucker moving up the slot with it. Quick pass across to the right side, or to the left side for Thompson. Tied up in that left side corner. Minute 15 left in the Buffalo power play. Now Utah able to grab him. They'll chip this one all the way back down to the Buffalo end. 12:45 left in the first now. It's Dahlin back with it. We'll drop this one back for McLeod. He'll cut in left side, dropping this one back down at line for Zucker. Thought it was Krebs for a minute. Dahlin, pass across the right side for Tuck. Back to Tuck, the right side point. Dahlin in the slot. Pass across the right side, trying to find Tuck in front. That one poked away. Hayton without a stick for a minute. He'll pick it right back up, though. Some triangle passing from Buffalo right in front, looking for a quick rebound. Ultimately bounced to the right side corner. Vejmelka with a couple great saves in close. Back with it. Now Dahlin takes a shot from the point. That one bounces just wide. Saved by Vejmelka. He'll keep it in at the left side. Thrown to the right. Buffalo looking for something here. Quick pass over to Zucker. That one another save in front by Vejmelka. Bounce around to McLeod. Tuck now behind the net. 15 seconds left in the power play. Dahlin down at the line with it. Quick pass across to McLeod. Back down to Dahlin looking for anything. Back to McLeod. Deep now with it. Dahlin, quick shot right into the glove of Vejmelka. Beautiful little save there. That will kill off the Buffalo power play. There's 1 second left on it, but feels safe to take that off now. 11:36 left in the first now. Utah penalty kill. Great job on that one, but at the same time, Vejmelka with like several great saves in close. Yeah, looking at the replay here, Buffalo trying to move it quickly, kind of triangle formation along that left side, and then ultimately that proves unsuccessful. They try rushing Dahlin to the front. He gets the shot, perfect shot from him, but right to the glove of Vejmelka. He was ready for that one. 11:36 left in the first. Shot stinks 7-3 Buffalo now. 1 second left on the power play, but this one will be immediately killed off as soon as this puck is dropped. Ref talking about something. I believe my assumption is they're trying to make sure they have the right time on the power play. See in a minute here. Because otherwise, I'm not sure what they would be trying to figure out. Show a couple more replays here. Yeah, Dahlin with a perfect shot on that one. Just Vejmelka, right position, slides over just in time. Looks like they'll bump it from 11:36 to 11:37 left in the first. Left side draw, this penalty. Well, actually, we'll drop that one again. Eventually, Utah will kill off this penalty. Finally, they will tie it up with a dot. Buffalo keep it in, though. It's Byram with it, trying to chip this one from the right side point or the left side point in front. Take it around to Krebs, fighting for it behind the net. Cole battling for him. Marino trying to come in to help. Will bounce down to the right side point. Not kept in by Buffalo, so they'll roll it all the way back down their own end. Long pass, Byram not able to keep that one as much as he'd like. Now tied up along the right side board on the Buffalo end. Utah looking to dig this one out. He'll bounce down to neutral ice. Cole, he'll push it back down to his own end for Kesselring. Now Keller, back to Kesselring with it. Shipping this one into the Buffalo end to Schmaltz. Now up to Cooley. Tied up along those left side boards. Tries to throw it in front. Takes a bounce. I believe off Murray there. Trying to keep this one in the slot. Will take a bounce down to neutral ice. Utah back with it, though. Dumped into the Utah ends. They're not able to get too much with it. Delayed penalty on Buffalo. So 10:38 now left in the first. Utah will look to kill as much time on this delayed penalty as possible. And it should immediately be called dead, and it will. Great effort there, I believe, by Kozak to immediately prevent that rush from Utah. Speaking of Kozak, he's the one going to the box for Buffalo. Taking a 2-minute holding as well. 10:31 left in the first now. See on the replay here who exactly that was against, but regardless, Utah now to the power play. Keller, I believe the one. That one's... Yep, Kozak, 2 minutes holding against Keller. So Buffalo unsuccessful on their power play attempt, not for lack of trying there. We'll see if Utah can do better, hopefully, or at least match it. They had several good shots, good opportunities. Just Vejmelka keeping them in it. Left side draw, Buffalo end. One back by Utah. Sergachev, quick snap over to Keller, right side with it. Now Sergachev back in the slot, winds up Gunther. Kind of whiffs on that shot, though, bounce in front. Clifton able to grab this one away. Buffalo look to clear this one out right side, and they will. Takes bounce all the way to the Utah end. Sergachev racing back to grab it. Leave it for Schmaltz, chipping this one up. Keller now with it, back to Schmaltz. Gunther cutting up the right side. Gets deep, looking for a chip in front. Will bounce to Cooley at the left side dot. Dancing with it, back to Gunther. Now down at the line for Sergachev. Keller pressured. Schmaltz quick snap across to Gunther, throwing the net. That one saved away. Schmaltz tries to find Gunther again. Sergachev not able to keep this one at the line. McLeod cutting out of the Buffalo zone with it, trying to throw this one to the net, just killing time on this power play. 9:34 left in the first, 1 minute left in the Utah power play. Keller cuts in left side, trying to drop this one back for Cooley. Tied up, he'll keep it in the zone though. Schmaltz trying to cut towards the net, now to Gunther, now to Keller. Schmaltz in front with it, trying to find something there. Now he'll get it to Gunther down at the right side. Dursey now out there. Keller down at the left side point, quick pass across to Cooley, looking for a tic-tac-toe play there. Ultimately blocked away by Buffalo, looking to clear, and they will. Vejmelka looking to launch this one up a little further so Utah can get another attack going. Dropped back, so that second unit's out there. Hayton rushing up through the middle with speed. He'll get this one across to Krause, dropping it back down the line for Dursey. McBain will cycle this one around. Back to Dursey. Cross to Carcone, 15 seconds. He'll throw this one towards the net, bounces way wide, though, kept in at the right side point by Dursey. In front to Krause, back down to Carcone, thrown towards the net. Hits a couple bodies there. It'll bounce to the left side boards. Buffalo looking to clear, and they will. Additionally, they'll kill off that power play. 8:25 left in the first. Utah a little less successful than Buffalo was on that one. Dursey cutting in through the middle, looking for a shot. He'll find it, bounces wide. Stenlund looking for a rebound there, but will just slow that puck down instead. Down the line for Marino, throwing one towards the net. Kerfoot looking for a rebound there. Won't find that one either. Chipped up to Zucker. He'll cut up the right side, trying to throw this one in front on net for Vejmelka. He'll make the save. Utah clear this one back down to neutral ice. Powell, he'll grab it in the zone in. 8 minutes left now. Chipping this one back up to Zucker. He'll cut in left side with it. Tied up along the boards. It'll be Thompson that tries to throw it deep. He'll be pushed to the right side corner. Turka not able to do too much with it. Back down the line for Dahlin. Quick shot there from Buffalo. Utah will block that one before it even hits Vejmelka. Here's Maselli with it. Trying to cut in front. Quick pass across to Cole. Shot there. Saved by Reimer behind the net. Flicks it up over the net. Looking for a quick bounce in front. Play blown dead. I believe a hand pass, what they're calling there. So back down to the Utah end. We should go for the face-off. Hope they're showing that replay. Yeah, they are. Cole looking to do something tricky there. Would have been way high stick, though, so wouldn't have mattered. Regardless, great effort from Utah right after that penalty, right after that power play. Both teams unsuccessful in the first on the power play. We'll see who takes the lead first in this highly contested match. Utah needs to win tonight. You're listening to Buffalo, Utah on Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial. .733 left in the first. Game still tied at 0. Some bad news for Utah, though. With a minute left in the third, Calgary currently up 4-3 against New Jersey, and Vancouver tying it with 13 minutes left in the third. So if Utah didn't have enough motivation to win tonight, which I can't see why they wouldn't, definitely they've got some more now. Calgary wins, that puts them at 75 points, and one of the two there. All right, it was face-off win, was blown dead, but Kelsering throws one to the net anyway. Just a soft little shot there and gets a couple nudges from Buffalo. So we'll drop this one again. We'll run this one back. As I was saying, regardless, Calgary, if they keep that lead for a minute, will move up to 75 points, and one of Vancouver or St. Louis will be moving to 75 or 76 points respectively. So Utah at 71 cannot afford to lose this one. Well, the left side draw outside the Buffalo end. Wasn't down at the Utah end like I thought. They'll win it back, trying to chip this one into the Utah end quickly. They'll look for an icing, and they'll get it. I think just barely there as it bounces off the back, then hits the Utah net, so a little close there. 7:18 left in the first now. Shot sitting 8-6 in favor of Buffalo. It's back down to the Buffalo end we go off the icing. Once we cut away from, there we go. Left side draw on the Buffalo end, one back by Cooley. Down at the line for Cole, trying to throw one towards Nettleby. Schmaltz picks it up, right back to him. Fakes the shot there. He'll take it on the second attempt there. Just goes wide. On the left side boards, Utah not able to do much. Takes a bounce behind the Buffalo net, looking to clear it, and they will. Here's Byram cutting up the other way with it. Quick pass to the middle there for Tuck. Trying to throw this one in the net. He'll circle around instead. Circling the entire zone there. He'll throw it to the right side point. Nobody there. Buffalo will double this one back to neutral ice. Byram still in control. Great pressure there from Cooley. We'll give this one away to McLeod. Doubling it back to Samuelson in the Buffalo end. Chipping this one up to the left side boards. Vmelko will come behind his net to hold this one down. Launching it along the left side boards. Take bounce down to neutral ice. Buffalo still in control though. McLeod, quick pass up to Greenway. It'll take a bounce right back to him though. Launching this one in. Vmelko will just softly move this one behind his own net. Sergachev back with it, trying to move this one out. Buffalo will take control though. Can't do much with it. Force dump it deep into the left side corner. Take a bounce over to Gunther. Gunther looking to get this one up out of his zone for at least more than 2 seconds. It'll take a bounce into the Buffalo end, but ultimately move right back out. Tuck with it. Can't quite get that shot as much on net as he'd like. Peterka looking for a quick rebound. Won't find that one either. Utah still fighting to clear. Peterka will keep it in. Deep with it. Circling to that right side corner. Looking to throw one from an angle. Looking for a quick rebound there by Tuck. Won't find it. A couple saves from Vmelko. Looking for a few more. Still in the crease. Finally, it bounces free. Utah back up the other way with Spence Carconi. Quick pass over to Gunther. Whiffs on the pass, though. Can't quite hold that one down. Had a beautiful 2-on-1 opportunity there. Peterka dumps this one back behind the Buffalo net as both teams go for a change. It'll be Dahlin with it. 5:15 left in the first now. Dahlin passes this one up into the Utah end. Murray not able to hold this one down. Will take a bounce over to Kessling in the left side corner. Over to Krause, trying to get this one up through neutral ice. Buffalo will take it away just for a second. Kessling will look to dump this left side corner. Poked right out by Buffalo. Doan fighting for it right at his own blue line. Kessling back with it, looking for a pass up to Doan. He'll leave this one around for McBain, thrown towards the net. That one saved by Reimer, looking for a quick rebound. Nobody there to pick up the one right in front of the crease, though. Lafferty cutting up with speed. He'll dump this one around to the left side corner. Can't do much with it, though. 4.5 left in the first now. Shot sitting 9-7 in favor of Buffalo. Here's Maselli cutting out of the zone with speed. He'll launch this one to the right side corner. Stenlin looking to move deep on it. Byram will get to it first, though. Tied up along the boards. Right side, both teams looking to chip this one up and out. Finally breaks free for Buffalo, though. Utah keep it in, though. It's Maselli with it, dancing at that right side point. Long pass cross to the left now. Chip deep for Stenlin. Dumped back for Dursey in that left side corner, all the way around. Maselli now right side corner with it. Long pass across there. Dursey, a shot. That one saved away by Reimer. Samuelson will get to it first. Tied up in that left side corner by Kerfoot, though. Kozak right there to help him. Maselli coming in to help on the Utah side of things. Still tied up in that corner. Maselli ultimately pokes this one free to Stenlin. Quick pass cross to Marino. Back down on that left side. Point thrown towards the net. That one goes wide. Marino back with it at the right. Leaves this one around. Stenlin will throw one towards the net. Takes bounce off Maselli. Goes wide. Broken stick there for Kerfoot and for the Buffalo guy in the corner. Can't see who it is. It'll be Byram. So both of them just kind of tied up along the boards with nothing to do there. Ultimately, it'll be Maselli and somebody else that comes in to help. Doesn't matter. It's immediately cleared out by Buffalo. Maselli back, or Cooley now with it, looking to move this one in. Gonna pass up to Marino. They'll try and chip it in softly to Cooley. He'll pick it right back up, but ultimately doesn't matter as that one offsides for Utah. Buffalo with several great attempts on their offensive rush there. Vejmelka keeping Utah in it early. 3:04 left in the first, still tied at 0. Listening to Buffalo, Utah, and Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial break. .304 left in the first period. Utah and Buffalo still tied at 0. Bad news if you're Utah. Calgary finishing out the comeback, winning 5-3 against New Jersey, bumping them up to 75 points. Vancouver, Seattle currently tied at 2, about 10.5 left in the third. At least I believe that was the third. Let me double check real quick. Yes, it was. So Utah, once again, said it before, I'll say it again, even more motivation to win against a Buffalo team that does not want to help out Utah. Trying to chip this one in. It'll take a bounce. McLeod trying to grab this one. Keller deep in the right side corner. Can't quite throw that one. Kept in line by Marino. Quick pass across to Sergachev. Trying to move up the left side, looking for a tip in front. Bounces to Marino's. He's deep with it. Around to Cooley, left side corner. Looking to throw this one in front, right to McLeod, though. So Buffalo back in control. Big pass in front there. Quick pass. That one right in for Cooley. Let me try that again. It was a bad pass from Buffalo behind the net. Schmaltz able to pick that one off right in front. Just waits patiently with it. Finds Cooley, quick little pass across, and Utah up 1. Speak the devil. That's exactly what you want. And we'll see on the replay here if I can call it without trying to do 2 million things. McLeod looks to clear, takes a couple bounces. Schmaltz just moves in slow with it, and then right over to Cooley. Reimer not able to get across in time. Yeah, just beautiful. Tucks that one right under the blocker arm of Reimer. Cooley is a 19th of the season. Schmaltz with the assist, his 38th. So Utah up 1, 2:33 left in the first. Shots now tied up at 9. Once we cut away from the benches here, get back to, there we go. Opening draw, one back by Utah. Ends up all the way to the right side corner of their own zone. Mata with it. Chipping this one around to Jersey. He looks to clear. Kept in line, though, by Buffalo. Tied up along the boards. Jersey able to break this one free, trying to find it to McBain. Ultimately takes a couple bounces there, and Buffalo back in control. Dancing the line, loses control of it, though. Here's Doan, long pass across to McBain, trying to chip it right back to him. Quick shot in front, right into the glove of Reimer, though. He'll hold for the save there. It's a couple games now. Doan's had some good chances, just not able to put it in. See on the replay here, just beautiful little saucer. Reimer knows that he's going that short side on him and just doesn't even move. Just keeps look of that puck the entire time. Yeah, Reimer knew exactly where that one was going. Great effort by him. 2:05 left in the first. Now left side draw of the Buffalo end. One back by Utah, tied up with it a little though. Gunther looking to throw this one to net, looking for a quick rebound, takes the bounce off Byram's skate, so bounce to the left side corner, not able to pick that rebound. Chip the right side boards. Gunther will throw it behind the net for Carconi, takes a bounce back down the line for Sergachev, looking to throw this one towards the net, ends up to Gunther right side corner. Kesselring throwing one to the net, takes a bounce, still along that left side boards now. Thrown back to Kesselring, trying to keep it in. Will be. There's Carconi throwing one to the front. Hayton looking for a rebound, won't find it. Gunther won't either. Buffalo back in control. Minute and a half left in the first. Buffalo will chip this one all the way down to the Utah end. I believe a delayed penalty on Utah there. Well, I've been wrong about that tonight, and it wouldn't surprise me if I am again. Nope, actually it was correct this time. It'll be a cross-checking on Cole. So Buffalo back to the power play. Minute 25, it'll extend 35 seconds into the second. See on who on the replays. The app's not quite updated. On Krebs, it looks like. So Cole to the box, 2 minutes cross-checking on Krebs. Minute 25 left in the first. Left side draw, Utah end. Tied up along the left side boards, push back down the line for Dahlin. Chips this one across left side, right back to Dahlin, dancing the line with it, ends up right side. Throws this one across to Thompson. Back down to Zucker, trying to get it past to Thompson, taken away by Utah, and they'll clear this one all the way down. Minute 05 left in the first now. Minute 40 left on the Buffalo power play. Dahlin tries to get something going, but forgets to bring the puck with him deep in his own end. Utah able to take this one away, and that one blown dead. Not sure if that was an offsides or another penalty there. Couldn't see. It was right up against the boards. Yeah, it looks just be an offsides there, so. Well, regardless, whatever it was, center ice draw now. It'll be Hayton and Thompson on the draw. 57.4 left in the first. He'll kick both of them out of the dot. Now it will be McBain and Zucker on the draw. Successful this time, tied up at the dot. Both teams taking away. Buffalo win it back down to their own end. Dahlin circling the zone with it. He'll dump this one back. Left again. Thompson will drop this one back. Buffalo trying to get it in. Zucker circling the neutral ice. Will drop this one back for Dahlin. He'll launch this one in left side. He'll end up to the right side boards. Trying to keep control is Tuck. 28 seconds now. Kept in at line by Dahlin. Right side. Looking for a shot. He'll pass this one across to Thompson. Left side dot with it. Back down the line for Dahlin. Looking for anything. He'll hold. Quick pass to Zucker. Now to Thompson. Cutting in with it. Vejmelka, great goaltending there to just get in front of him to prevent that shot. Quick pass cross to the right side, and that one's in for Buffalo. Paterka with a quick snap from the right side dot, and they've tied this game up with, once it goes away, 10 seconds left in the first. Of course they did. That's about how Utah games go at this point. Regardless, great play there by Buffalo. Thompson cuts into the front of the net, I believe, dragging all the attention away from Paterka along that right side. Nobody's even covering him at that point. And then quick little pass cross from Zucker. Paterka's not going to miss that one. Once the app updates here, Paterka, his 20th of the season on the power play, and I'm sure within the 10 seconds here at the end of the period, they'll update the assists. But I believe it should be Thompson and Zucker. Opening draw, one back by Buffalo, looking for another quick one here, tied up and neutralized. Buffalo back in control, 3 seconds. They'll get one last shot on net. That one blocked away by Vejmelka, and it'll hold, or that one will be the end of the first. And speak the devil just in time. Zucker and Thompson on the assists. They're 27th and 26th, respectively. Final shots at the end of the first, tied at 10 apiece. Utah answers first. Cooley off a pick from Schmaltz in front, able to put Utah up within 10 seconds on the power play. Buffalo ties it up going into the second. Exactly what they want. Hopefully kill that or any momentum for Utah. See who can come out of the second swinging here. Regardless, Utah is going to want to win, as Calgary winning 5-3 against New Jersey, that's who they were, put them up to 75 points. And St. Louis currently up 3-2 against Vancouver. For some reason, can't remember any of the names tonight. 7-11 left in that game. We'll keep an eye on that during the intermission, as that one should end during it. As we stand here, tied at 1, you're listening to Buffalo, Utah, on Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. See you back in about 15 for the second. welcome back as we get ready to start the second period. Utah currently tied at 1. Stats before we get into the second here. Shots currently sitting 12-10 in favor of Buffalo. Faceoffs 12-6 in favor of Buffalo. Buffalo 1 for 2 on the power play so far tonight. Utah 0 for 1. Hits 7-4 in favor of Buffalo, and block shots tied at 7 apiece. It's going to be a big period for Utah, especially with Vancouver St. Louis heading into overtime. Besser scoring with 3 seconds left in the third to tie that one up. The worst case scenario for Utah. I'll be honest, I feel if they don't win this game, their playoff hunt, it's over at this point. It's not impossible, but they're going to need a lot of help. Firstly, starting with winning themselves. Going into the second, they need to make sure they don't let Buffalo get as much offensive momentum as they have. Whereas Buffalo just needs to keep doing what they're doing. Utah's been a little sloppier on defense tonight than it seems. Hopefully, they've kind of rebounded from that Edmonton game, but we'll have to see here in the second. I'll keep an eye on the Vancouver game as well. But as it stands now, I'll run the numbers during a commercial break. Vancouver and St. Louis both tied with 76, the extra point going to whoever will win. So 77, 76, Calgary winning brings that to 75 for them. In the event Utah wins, 73. So that puts them 4 back, which is not impossible to come back from, but, well, they could have been in better shape had they won some other things. Eventually, we'll cut away from Kessling on the bench. There we go. Finally, it took forever. Kozak and Cooley on the draw. Tied up the top, one back by Buffalo. Looking to push this one in left side boards. Will bring it all the way around to the right side corner. Utah trying to clear this one out. Take a couple bounces. Kept in by Kozak. Throws this one to the net. Takes a bounce off Malenstein and right in for Buffalo. What a crazy bounce there. Well, that was fast. What was I saying? Buffalo just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They kept that momentum from the second. Well, refs are talking, so we'll see if this one stands. We'll have to see on a replay here. My guess would be if they're looking to see if it was goaltender interference. Not sure. All they show are people skating to benches. It looks like they are reviewing it. So we'll see here on the replay. Takes a bounce behind, pushed around, thrown in front. I think they're trying to see if the swat down of the puck right at the bar level hits Vejmelka's blocker as he comes up to grab it. I think they're going to look and see if that's enough interference. That is the worst angle you could have given me. Good Christ. I can't give an opinion. These angles suck. There we go. Oh, yeah. That should come back. As Malenstein is swinging to knock that one out of the air, his stick pretty much hits right on Vejmelka's glove. So looks like the helmets are already off. We'll get our decision here in a second. Maybe not. But yeah, looking at the replay from a better angle, this should come back for goaltender interference. He's pretty much right on the blocker of Vejmelka. Eventually, we'll get this one figured out. Yeah, this should come back. Not sure what else to add while we sit here and figure this out. Looking at the Vancouver game while we're still here. 2:07 left in the overtime, still tied at 3. Well, ref's looking at it again. So I guess we had a decision and now we don't. We'll keep an eye on the Vancouver game in the meanwhile. 2:01 now left in that. I believe they are in the Vancouver end, so St. Louis at least just reading the play-by here on the app while we wait. Always love when these take forever. You look at the replay once and then looks like St. Louis will win that one for Vancouver. Or that didn't make any sense. St. Louis will win against Vancouver. Broberg with the overtime winner. So I'll leave that up for a minute. Yep, St. Louis winning 4-3 in overtime. Well, while we wait, I can do the math, I guess. Let's see, that brings St. Louis up to 77 points with 70 games left to play. They are still looking this over. Vancouver to 76 with 69 left to play. I'm still looking this one over. All right, got the numbers now that the Vancouver game is over, and yeah, it's win for Utah. Vancouver or St. Louis currently in that second wild card at 77 points. Vancouver with 76 right out, Calgary with 75, and then Utah with 60 or with 71. Oh, do we actually have a decision? Hey, shocker, it is goaltender interference. We figured that out like 5 minutes ago. All right. If nothing else, let that Vancouver game end. It is goaltender interference on the goal there from Buffalo, so we'll still be tied at 1. 20 minutes later, and we can continue this game. Left side draw outside the Utah zone. Eventually, we'll get this one dropped. I just don't think they want to finish up this game. Finally, we will. One back by Buffalo. They'll launch this one into the Utah end. Ends up along the right side boards. Utah looking to circle this one around. It's Keller now with it. Back in his own end. Leaves this one for Schmaltz. Chips this one all the way down. Now deep, Cooley trying to fight for it. Instead, it'll end up to Byram. He moves out of the not Vancouver. Now I'm looking at the wrong game. Buffalo trying to clear this one around. Schmaltz will grab it over to Dursey. Now Mata in the right side corner of his own end. Quick pass up to Keller. He'll push this one in left side boards. Reimer will just leave this one around for Dahlin. Dahlin, quick pass out of the Utah end up for Peterka. Drops this one back to Thompson. Moves to the slot. Quick pass across the left side. That one goes wide. Kept in along the right side boards just for a second, though. Doan trying to cut into the middle there. It'll take a bounce along the left side boards of the Buffalo end. Finds its way back to him on the right side corner. Samuelson, great pressure on Doan there. Looks to throw one to the front, takes a bounce. McBain not able to grab this one. Ends up back to Doan. Back down the line for Marino. Can't quite hold that puck down. He'll keep control of it, but just barely. Thrown towards the net looking for a tip. That one bounces up into the netting, so play blown dead. 18:34 now left in the second. Shot still sitting 12-10 in favor of Buffalo. Yeah, Utah needs to figure out what they're doing wrong defensively because it seems like they've went back to some of their earlier games where they just cannot play defense to save their life. Buffalo just walking all over them offensively, which is something in the pre-show they were talking about, how Buffalo pretty good offensively. It's defensively where they're struggling. Speaking of which, here's McLeod. He'll throw one to the net right into the glove of Amelka. He'll just hold there for the save. But as I was saying, yeah, pointing out that Buffalo, a team that, oh, please don't crash. We good? Okay, we're good. God, this SEG feed is horrible. Regardless, maybe I'll finish this thought. Buffalo, pretty good offensively, not as good defensively. So Utah would hopefully try and take advantage of that, but when you're not in the offensive zone, you can't do anything. Which they have definitely struggled with. Another sign, should have seen this coming, faceoffs now sitting 15-7 in favor of Buffalo. When Utah struggles with faceoffs, they struggle in the game. This has stayed true the entire season. Buffalo looking to keep that one in the Utah, and ultimately Utah move this right side corner of the Buffalo, and at least they'll try to. That one offsides for or not offsides, icing for Utah, just barely though. 18-13, right back down to the Utah end we go. So hopefully Utah can get something figured out. Maybe it just taking them a little longer today. Maybe the line shuffling has the opposite effect of what they wanted. Regardless, they're gonna need to figure it out and figure it out quick. Left side draw, Utah zone. One back by Buffalo. Power fakes the shot. He'll move to the left side with it. Pushing up, throws one from an angle right on Vejmelka. He'll hold for the save. 18:08 now left in the second. Yeah, this Utah team that's just been inconsistent at times, where they play, exactly in these last few games. They play great against Vancouver. They played great against Seattle as well, just fell at the end there. And then they go into Edmonton, they lose 7-1, and I guess it just crushes their momentum. They come in tonight, play good in spurts so far in the first 20, and just Buffalo holding them down severely. Buffalo move this one back down to their own end as Utah not able to get this one through neutral ice. Chipped up along the right side boards. Both teams digging for it. It'll end up in the right side corner. Krebs able to poke this one around to Quinn. Trying to get it back to him, but tied up along the boards. Cole trying to throw this one to the middle. Takes a couple bounces. Utah back in control. Maselli now with it. Chipping this one up to Stenlin. He'll cut into the Buffalo end with it. Throwing one at the net. That one bounced off Buffalo's stick and into the netting. Play blown dead. 17:34 now left in the second. At least saving grace looking at some of the stats here. Hits are only 9-4 in favor of Buffalo, which is much better than it has been at times. Utah, just not a physical team. So at least to see Buffalo not be as physical, something. Right side draw in the Buffalo end. They'll win it back, throwing one right to the net. Goes a little too much, or doesn't go as far as they'd like. Dahlin will grab it back behind it. He'll calm that one down. Nothing to freak out over there, but a little concern at the moment. Chipped in right side, or chipped into the left side corner of the Utah end. Mallenstein with it, looking for revenge on that goal. He'll dance with it, getting this one around to Lafferty. Tied up by Mata. He'll move this one back down to the left side point. Dahlin, a quick shot. That one right over the net. Just barely, though. Vejmelka reaching to try and hold that one down. Unable. Takes bounce to the right side boards. Utah looking to get this one out. They will. Lafferty will push this one right back in, though. Mallenstein tied up along the left side boards. Cooley coming in to help. Takes bounce to Keller right in the slot. Now Cooley cutting out of the zone. Will chip this one up to Schmaltz. Cutting in left side with it. Utah goes for change, so he has no help. Dahlin able to pick this one away past to Clifton that isn't held down, so Utah fight for it in the left side corner. Kraus trying to dig this one away. Ultimately, Tuck out of the zone with it. Circling along the right side boards and neutral ice, be dumped in by Buffalo. Vejmelka looks to slow, not able to. It'll end up around to Marino. Trying to push it in front. Quick little pass there by Buffalo, looking for anybody in the slot. Nobody there but Utah, though. Chipped into the right side corner, the Buffalo end. Kraus racing for Clifton as well. Buffalo looking to clear immediately. Takes bounce right into the slot, and they will. Quick pass up the other way. It's Peterka looking for another one. Backhand. Vejmelka with the save, but ends up to the right side corner. Trying to get it around to Thompson. Will end up to Zucker along the left side boards. Pressured down. He'll wrap it behind the net for Peterka. Just completely left alone there. Dancing with behind, looking for a quick shot in front. That one saved by Vejmelka. Zucker, the one with a quick little snap there. 15:44, shot setting 16-10 in favor of Buffalo. Looking at the second specifically, I have a feeling it's 4-0 in favor of Buffalo. That feeling it was going to be 6-0, but guess not. Update that. There we go. Peterka with another one barely saved by Vejmelka. Just catches him in the shoulder and is able to bounce it enough to get it in front of him so he can kind of just shoulder that one at the corner. Left side draw, Utah zone, tied up the dot. Both teams digging. Ultimately ends up to Buffalo, looking to throw one in front for a tip. Bounces wide to the right side board instead. Trying to push this one down the line. Instead ends up quick little shot from the left side. That one goes wide as it circles the entire zone there. Both teams racing forward as it ends up to the Buffalo goal line. Byram will get to it first, and they'll clear this one out to neutral ice. Bounce there as Zucker trying to regain control. Ultimately, now Gunther with it. He'll drop this one back for Kesselring, cutting into the zone with it. He's got Hayton to help him. We'll chip it around to him. It'll end up behind the net. Ends up to the right side corner for Buffalo, actually. Trying to clear it around, but Carcone will keep it in. Gunther deep with it, trying to throw one in front. Right glove of Reimer, though, so he'll hold for the save. Looks like things are getting pushy behind the net. They had cut away before. They've shown exactly why both teams are going at it there. Ultimately, nothing comes out of that one. 14:59 left in the second now. Utah just falling back into the kind of issues they've had earlier in the season where they just cannot get set up offensively to save their lives. If they do end up in the zone, they just get trapped at the outside. They get trapped deep with it, but not deep in a scenario where they have somebody in front they can pass it to or they can get it back down the line. Just tied up with it. They're going to need to get this offense figured out quickly. Right side draw on the Buffalo and Jersey down at line with it. Throws one towards the net. That one saved away by Reimer. Be Maselli circling the zone with it. Ends up to the right side point. Pressured off the puck. Has it dump it around to Kerfoot. Doesn't hold it down too much. Stenlin now with it. Right side corner. Leaves this one for Maselli. Thrown towards the net. That one bounces up into the netting. So play blown dead. 14:38 now left in the second. If nothing else, Maselli in his return to the lineup, looking for anything to get the offense going here, doing a great job keeping control of it in the offensive zone, even when pressure's on him, and just looking to get in close with it no matter what it costs. So if we can see that effort from him all night, should be at least a good sign somebody's doing something on offense. Right side draw again, one back by Utah. It's Keller this time, chipping it around to Mata, moving deep with it left side, trying to throw it in front for Schmaltz. Can't get the shot off there. I believe Kozak, the one to push him off the puck, and he's racing for it. Up the right side boards, just gets over the Utah blue line before he loses control, but tied up along the boards, and Buffalo will keep it in. At least for a second. Looks like a delayed penalty. See if I'm wrong again. Nope, not this time. Lafferty heading to the box, 2 minutes high sticking against Keller. So Utah hoping to take advantage here of this power play opportunity. We'll see on the replay here. All right, Lafferty kind of falling. Him and Keller both racing for the puck. They both kind of slip into each other, and just Lafferty's stick comes around, hits him pretty much in the visor there. So 14:20 left in the second, looking for a better power play than the first time around. Left side draw, Buffalo, and one back by Cooley, but Gunther not able to keep that one in the zone all the way back down to the Utah right side dot. Sergachev circling the zone, Greenway back for pressure, but ultimately doesn't do much. Keller now with it. Drops this one across to the right side boards for Gunther, immediately pressured off the puck, and that one chipped all the way down. Vamelka, he'll leave this one back for Sergachev. He'll leave it back for Keller, and he'll dump it to, looked like nobody there, but Schmaltz finally cutting up to grab it. Leave this one right side for Gunther, back to Schmaltz looking for one from an angle, bounces wide. Cooley able to keep it in the left side point, back to Schmaltz deep with it. Buffalo looking to clear, and they will again. 13.5 left in the second, a minute 10 left in the Utah power play now. Tuck looking to get it looking for a shorthand attempt here. He'll throw this one at the net. That one saved away by Vamelka. That doesn't sum up how this power play is going for Utah. I'm not sure what will. Cooley cutting up the right side with speed, looking to get through both defenders there. Will, but gets too deep for a shot. Byram will clear this one all the way back down behind the Utah line. 45 seconds now. It's Jersey with it as that second power play unit out for Utah. Leaves this one back for Hayton. That one might have been offsides, not sure. There doesn't matter. Buffalo will immediately clear it, looking for a shorthanded rush is Greenway. He'll draw a penalty as well. Greenway tries to get something going there, but immediately Utah will clear that one out of their zone. Tremendous effort by Greenway there. We'll skate 4-on-4 for 25 seconds, and then Buffalo to the power play. Jersey, 2-minute high sticking, or 2-minute hooking against Greenway. Reading the wrong line there. So just about as well as that is expected to go for tonight's action so far. Buffalo with a short-handed opportunity. Tuck, good shot there. Just Vimoka makes a save there. And then Greenway, as he's pushing for another rush, catches Jersey with a hooking call. 12:45 left in the second. Shots now sitting 17-12 in favor of Buffalo. It'll be left side draw in the Utah end. It'll be Kozak and Doan on the draw. Skate 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. One back by Utah. It's Sergachev with it. Back behind his own net. Trying to break out with it. He'll give this one up to Doan. Trying to kid in around Byram there. Unable to be tied up in the left side corner. Power able to get to it first. A broken stick somewhere. It's on Power. He'll retrieve that one from a teammate. Cole with a quick shot looking for a rebound in front. Reimer able to make the save there. 12:22, and we'll cut to commercial before the Buffalo power play gets started. 2 seconds left in the 4-on-4, but we're pretty much there already. Buffalo has one called back, but ultimately we stay, or has one, gets called back. We stay tied at 1, but not for lack of effort. Utah, terrible power play from them, and now see if Buffalo can answer back, getting their first one on the power play. See if they can do it again. Listening to Buffalo, Utah, and Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial break. $12:22 left in the second. Buffalo about to go on the power play. 2 minutes left on the 4-on-4, but we'll just count it close enough. Additionally, if you missed during the break there, Capitals managed to clinch the playoffs, first team in. So good for them in the playoff hunt. Utah still fighting for their lives pretty much. Out 6 points as of this second. They can get within 4 with a win tonight, but the shaky play, I wouldn't count on it. See if this penalty kill can do what it's been trying to do at the very least and prevent some goals. Granted, they didn't give up shorthanded on their power play, so it's better than nothing. With the right side draw back in the Buffalo end. Now Darlene with it. Circling his own zone. He'll drop this one back for Thompson. Chipping this one up to Tuck. He'll throw it deep behind. He'll take a bounce over to Cole left side with it. Looking to clear, and he will. Minute 15 left in the Buffalo power play now. 12 minutes left in the second. Darlene back in his own zone. He'll leave it for Thompson again. Dropping this one back. Quick pass up by Buffalo. Quick pass up to Thompson barely. Can't quite grab that one. Down the line, not able to be kept in, so it'll bounce all the way to the right side corner. Reimer coming out to slow that one down. Darlene back with it again. So they're not able to get too much going so far. See if on this rush they can get something going. Kerfoot able to stop that one just at the line, but able to be pushed right back in. It's Darlene with it, trying to cut up the right side. Pushing it around to Thompson, left side corner with it. 30 seconds left in the Buffalo power play. Throws this one back down the line for Tuck. Now Thompson back with it. Just along that left side board, Zucker. He'll set up Darlene throwing one to the net. A bounce that just goes wide. Peterka down along the right side boards with it. Throws one to the net. That one hits the stick of Cole and breaks Peterka's stick. So just a combination of bad luck. Utah able to clear that one all the way back down. 5 seconds left on the Buffalo power play, so this one will be killed off by Utah. 2 seconds, and there's that killed. Paterka back up the other way quickly. He'll leave this one around the left side, takes a bounce. Buffalo in control, right side with it. Was McLeod. Can't quite throw one in front. Utah not able to clear, though. Take a bounce back behind their own net. It's Marino with it, looking to clear this one up and out. Poke checked away from Utah right at their own blue line, and Buffalo back in control. Long pass over to Quinn, I believe, to chip this one back to prevent the icing there. Utah look to clear this one back to neutral ice. They will, but nobody there but Buffalo. Clifton, he'll dump it right back in. Gunther now with it. Circling his own net, he'll exit his zone. Trying to push up the left side boards, look to chip it to himself. Clifton get in the way of that. Trying to get one in front there. Too much pressure to do it all alone. Hayton will come in to help him there. Back down the line. Cole now with it. Left side looking to throw one towards the net. Both teams digging for a rebound. Ultimately bounces free. Malenstein with it. Moving this one quickly back up the other way. He's got Lafferty to help him. Pushes one behind the net. Vimelko push it to the left side boards for Hayton. 9:35 left in the second. Buffalo will prevent Utah from getting into their zone at all. Here they come back up the other way. It's Malenstein looking for a revenge still on that declined goal or denied goal. Darlene with a quick pass over the left side. Nobody there. Now Kestring, he'll circle his own net. Looking to at least get this into the Buffalo zone for more than 2 seconds. Last time I said it didn't work and won't this time either. Keller will push this one back down to the Utah end. Cole now with it. Long pass up the right side. Utah's not able to get it in. Cooley, he'll circle the center ice and doubling this one back to Utah end. Again, long pass over to Cooley. He'll get in this time, though. Cutting over to the right side, circling down to that right side point. Now back to Motto left. Throws this one to the net, goes wide. Kept in along the right side boards. Quick pass in front there to Schmaltz. That one just goes wide. Motto looking for one. Back to Schmaltz. Tied up in that left side corner, though. Darlene and McLeod coming to take that one away. It'll be tied up along the boards, just a little further down with it. Ultimately breaks free to Motto, looking to throw one towards the net. Takes a bounce towards the net, but rolls on slow. So Reimer with the easy save there. A quick addendum while I remember. The first Utah goal, Keller also with an assist, his 52nd of the season. 8:28 left in the second. Utah trying to get that momentum back in their favor, but it's not working. It's been all Buffalo this second so far. Listening to Buffalo, Utah, and Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. We'll be back after the short commercial break. About 8.5 left to play in the second. Still tied up at 1 by some miracle, for being frank. Just Utah not able to get much going offensively and defensively. Well, they're trying their best is the nice way to put it. It's been all Buffalo so far in the second. Utah able to kill off the penalty from Buffalo, though, so at least something. However, you do take that penalty while on the power play, so you can only get so much, I guess. 8:28 left in the second. Right, left side draw on the Buffalo end. One back behind the Buffalo net, looking to launch this one all the way down, and that one being icing on Buffalo. 8:21 now left in the second. Shot sitting 17-15 in favor of Buffalo. They just need something quick to get that momentum back in their favor, because you can tell just nothing is working for them. At this point, just start throwing things toward the net. It's worked before. No point in not you haven't been able to get the offense going. There's no reason not to at a point like this. Thompson Stenlin on the draw right side in the Buffalo end. One back by Maselli. He'll throw one towards the net right in the glove of Reimer. He'll hold for the save. 8:19 now left in the second. Something like that. That's what they're looking for. Just right off the draw, throw something towards the net. Maybe you can catch a rebound in front. Just anything to get it going. The right side draw again in the Buffalo zone. Once we cut away from Maselli. Eventually. There we go. One back by Utah, trying to get it to Maselli again, so it'll be Marino that grabs it. Sergachev looking to throw one towards net, right to the belly of Reimer. He'll hold again. 8:14 now left in the second as we decide this is going to be the slowest period of hockey you've ever seen. Wonder if they'll try the left side this time. But I believe they're just looking to get something right off the draw, chip one in, see if they can get anything going. So far unsuccessful. Reimer been playing extremely good tonight. We'll do left side draw this time. It'll be McBain and Thompson coming to face off. One back by Utah again. Sergachev with it, moving in to the slot. Throwing one towards the net. That one finds the back of it. Sergachev right from the line just takes a shot towards the net. Not sure if it bounced in or what. Regardless, Utah somehow up 2-1. 8:10 left in the second. Just if that bounces, it takes an extreme route to bounce in. We'll see on the replay here. Yeah, right off the draw, right to Sergachev. No bounces there. Just finds the perfect little window to squeak through everybody screening in front of Reimer. Beautiful shot there by Sergachev. His 12th of the season. McBain currently with the only assist, his 9th of the season, which he should get the only assist because that one was right off the draw. Hopefully this is what Utah needs to get that momentum back in their favor. They had been struggling before. We'll see if it happens. Opening draw, one back by Buffalo. Utah looking for a quick rush, not able to find it. Paterka trying to cut up the right side with it. We poke to the left side corner for Murray. Quinn there, not Paterka. Takes a bounce over to Clifton at the right side point. Throws one towards the net, looking for the same result. Ultimately, will be stopped by Vejmelka, though. 7:47 left in the second now. Shots should be 18-17 in favor of Buffalo. If Buffalo can answer back quickly and keep the pressure they had been before that goal scored by Utah, they should be in good shape. However, if Utah can get something going from that goal, I think they have a better chance of winning tonight. But still, if they keep up this effort through the remaining, I believe 14 they have after tonight, it's 14 or 13, I don't remember off the top of my head, they are not going to be making playoffs. Shot from the left side point, that one bounces wide. Both teams digging forward along the right side boards. Ultimately, it'll squeak to Utah. Keller on the rush, breaking out. Just got Schmaltz with him up the left side, thrown toward the net right into Reimer. He'll hold for the save. Well, it's a better sign, if nothing else. Hey, they scored that second one right off the draw. If they can do something similar, or at least maintain offensive pressure. It's just been little issues that have been adding up for Utah over this game, and it seems like they're slowly fixing one at a time. So we'll see if off the draw here, they can win it and sustain that pressure. Buffalo will clear it, and several little things they need to get fixed. We'll see what happens. See what they end up doing first. 7:29 left in the second. Left side draw, Buffalo end. McBain and somebody, as the ref is covering the numbers. Lafferty, the one on the draw. And now Kraus in instead of McBain. So he's kicked out of the circle. One back by Kraus. Ends up to Mata. He'll cut to the slot with it. Throwing one towards the net, bounces wide. He'll end up the left side boards. Both teams coming in to grab it. Great effort by Utah to just swing that one in at the line, but ultimately that one will be an offsides or high sticking. Didn't see which. Regardless, play blown dead. I believe offsides. Regardless, was a cool effort there. Kind of bounces up, trying to clear it out left side, and just swung at by Utah, pushing it back in, but ultimately for no avail. 7:18 now left in the second once we cut away from the bench. Yep, was offside. Left side draw outside the Buffalo end will be Thompson and Kerfoot on the draw. Tied with the dot, Buffalo will push this one back to their own end. Byram, he'll drop it back for Power. Trying to chip this one in the left side of the Utah end. Will end up to the right side corner. Sergachev not able to hold this one down. Thompson fighting him for it. Tuck coming in to help. Ultimately, Marino will get there first, and he'll pull it away. Trying to chip this one up through neutral ice. Utah unsuccessful there. Byram pressure along the left side boards of his own zone. Kept in by Maselli. Ends up to the right side with it. Throwing this one back down the line for Sergachev. A little too fast, not able to keep that one in. Utah will keep control of it, though. Sergachev. Quick pass over to Marino. Cut in left side with it. Nice little deke there to keep control. Up to Maselli. Circling with it. Looks for a pass again to Sergachev. This one poked away by Thompson. Pressured to that Utah right side point. Pushed right back out, though. Byram with it in his own end. Here's Power with it. Looking for a long pass up and out, and he'll find it. Kept in by Quinn, trying to cut in front with it. Not able to, though. He'll end up to Murray. He'll push this one back down to left side point for Clifton. Can't keep it in, though. Utah fighting for control in neutral ice. Ultimately, it'll be Buffalo that moves away with it, cutting in right side. At least they'll try to, as that one ends up offsides. Krebs, the one trying to cut in with it, unable. 6 minutes exactly left in the second now. Shots sitting at 18-17 in favor of Utah. So I believe the first time tonight they've led in shots. I was going to say additionally the first time tonight they've led in the lead, but no, that is incorrect. They had the first goal. Buffalo was the one that tied it. Both teams playing, I would say both teams playing a lot better, but it's just been Utah playing a lot better, and Buffalo unable to match them yet, but still playing great, preventing a lot of offensive opportunities. Speaking of which, they'll take a bounce down to the Buffalo end where they will keep control. Zucker, quick pass across the left side as they cut back into the Utah zone. Throwing one towards net, Vmelka will save this one. He'll leave it around to the right side corner, though. Take a bounce to neutral ice as Gunther not able to hold that pass down. Rings around. Vmelka will slow behind his own net, leaving this one for Kesselring. Quick chip pass across the left side for Cole. Up to Carcone. He'll cut in with it. Dropping this one to Hayton. Not able to hold that pass down. He'll fling it, hoping to find the right side point with it. He will for Kesselring. Throwing this one towards the net. That one blocked away. Gunther with a broken stick, so can't do much help there. Utah back in control right outside of the Buffalo end. Doan trying to push it right back in. Unable to. It'll take a bounce to Jersey deep in his own end. 5 minutes left in the second. Here's Motto with it. Trying to move this one deep. It'll be Darlene that at least tries to, but that one blown dead. I believe in offsides there. Yeah, it just looks like it. Regardless, we'll find out if I'm wrong after the commercial. Either way, it's blown dead, so that's all that matters in that case. Utah managing to find the back of the net, puts them up 2-1 against Buffalo. We'll see if they can hold this down for another 5 minutes, or if Buffalo will strike within 5 seconds this time at the end of the period instead of 10. Who knows? Still plenty of time to play. Listening to Buffalo, Utah on Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial break. 4:56 left in the second. Utah currently leading 2-1. Shots sitting 19-18 in favor of Buffalo at the moment. Utah just looking to hold it down for another 5 minutes, prevent Buffalo from striking back. Though they've tried, they've been playing very great offensively so far tonight. So it's going to be a challenge for Utah. See if they can do it. Left side draw on the Buffalo and tied up the dot, but ultimately it'll be Darlene that comes away with it, trying to chip this one deep. We'll find Kozak is able to grab that one right out of the air, pushes this one around for Lafferty. Back around for Mallenstein, deep in the left corner with it. Utah looking to clear, kept in by Kozak though. Down at the line. Clifton there, not Darlene that pushes that one in. Trying to get that one deep. Ultimately, Utah will keep that one away from him. Mata can't quite get that pass to Schmaltz, so we push the left side corner instead. Both teams digging away at it. Keller can't quite keep it in. It'll be Schmaltz that does, though, just for a second as Buffalo's able to regain control. Up over the red line, they'll fling this one in. Left side will take a bounce right behind the Utah net. Marino waiting for it as both teams go for a change. 4 minutes left in the second now. Up to Sergachev. He cuts over the red line, trying to cut in front with it. Drops back to Kerfoot. Quick pass across to the left side for Maselli that goes wide, and Buffalo breaks out with it. Paterka trying to get away with it, ultimately unable. Maselli, he'll poke this one back in for Kerfoot. Cuts up the right side. Deep in the left side corner with it. Rings this one around for Stenlund, moving right side now. Looks to fling one towards the net. That one saved away by Reimer. Looking for a quick one in front. That one bounces to the right side corner. Kept in by Marino. Sergachev right back to Marino. Flings one towards the net. That one bounces wide. Sell will be the first that gets to it. Tied up along the left side boards, though. Stenlund will come in to help. He'll break it free, but still with pressure. Sergachev quickly pushes this one to Marino. Sergachev back to Stenlund. Throws one towards the net. That one wide. Utah doing a partial change there. Their bench right near the Buffalo end. Byram trying to fight for it. 2:55 now left in the second. Doan behind the Utah net. Gets one to Kraus. Poked down the line for Sergachev. Sergachev back to Kraus. Throws one towards the net. That one just wide and bounces up. Or just high. Bounces up into the netting. Play blown dead there. 2:45 left in the second now. Shot sitting 20-19 in favor of Utah. That's the effort we should be seeing from them in a game like this. Fighting to keep this one in the line, moving it around to the corners. Buffalo doing a great job keeping them to the outside when applicable, but still Utah fighting to get into the middle, taking shots from the point, looking for tips, doing anything they can. This is the effort we should have been seeing from the beginning. So I guess, bottom line, at least we're seeing it now. Yeah, with the playoff implications as they are, they know they can't lose this game. With all the games that have happened, they definitely can't lose this game. Also, not to jab at Buffalo, but it is Buffalo. They've been playing good. Don't get me wrong. I've been watching them. They've been playing extremely well. But at the same time, this is a team you should be beating if you want to contend for the playoffs. Left side draw on the Buffalo end. Just speak of the devil. Buffalo able to clear that one all the way down to the Utah end. Cole fighting for it. Land up to Zucker, looking for one in front. Quick pass there. That one saved away by Vemelka. Kraus able to move this one out to McBain. Right back to him, though. Trying to move this one into the zone. Takes several bounces off the Buffalo player. They're not able to do much on that one. Back to Cole in the zone end. He'll give this one up to Kesselring. Flinging this one deep to the left side corner. Darlene and McBain will fight for it. Leaves it for Kraus instead. Quick pass cross to Keller moving in. Not able to get too much on net there. That gets tripped up by Reimer. Buffalo back up the other way. Chip to the left side corner. Kraus able to grab it. 2 minutes now left in the second. Kraus, quick pass across. Now Mata with it. He'll get in left side. Trying to throw one towards the front. Takes a bounce. Cooley not able to settle that one down. The left side corner. Cooley pushed off the puck. Buffalo looking to clear. Schmaltz will keep it in, though. Back to Keller deep in the right side corner. Taken down by Buffaloes. Both teams getting physical now. Thrown to the left side corner. Minute and a half left. Both teams digging away at it, looking to get this one deep. It'll end up to Jersey along the right side boards. Schmaltz looking to throw one in front. Cooley can't quite tip that one on net. Still fighting for it, taken down by Bryson. They'll end up on net for Reimer. He'll hold for the save, and Cooley and Clifton going at it after the whistle there. Now everybody getting to know each other. Minute 19 left in the second now. Things are definitely heating up between both teams now. See if this carries over into the second. Still minute 19, so plenty of time for it to cool down. All right, which replay are you? You are the first one. Oh, addendum, Keller, not the one with the rush of the net. That was Schmaltz, not Keller. My mistake there. Couple big hits. That's the reason for both teams going at it. Clifton hitting Keller pretty hard into the, or not Keller, hitting Cooley pretty hard in the boards. He hits him back in exchange, and then both going at it behind the net. Bryson kind of trips up Cooley, and then after the whistle there, both of them getting to know each other. So we'll see if, I don't think anything will come out. Oh, no, it will. Actually, Cooley to the box. We'll see if anybody for Buffalo as well. Yes. All right, Clifton, 2 minutes for roughing against Cooley, and Cooley, 2 minutes roughing against Clifton. So we'll play 4-on-4 for minute 19 left in this period, and what is that, 41 seconds of the third? I think I added that right. 40, yeah. So Utah without one of their top playmakers, and Buffalo without the bottom grit of Clifton. Once we cut away from the shots of the penalty boxes, we'll get back to calling this. There we go. Left side draw outside the Buffalo end, one back by Utah all the way to their own end. It's Sergachev with it. He'll just move back behind his own net. McLeod with a little bit of pressure, but Utah will keep control. Kerfoot now with it as he just circles his end. 1 minute left in the second. Driving this one back. Utah cutting up with it, right side. Throwing one towards the net, looking for a bounce there from Kerfoot. Not able to do anything there. It'll end up to Sergachev. He'll double this one back to his own end. Left for Marino now. He'll drop this one back to Keller. Keller cutting up the left side with speed. Passing this one back down the line for Sergachev. Too much pressure. He'll double back to neutral ice instead. Over to Marino. Now back down to Sergachev. Over to Schmaltz. He'll pick up that pass, entering in right side. He's got Mata racing up to help him. Tries to throw it back down the line for Keller. Unable to. It'll take a bounce back down to the Utah end. 15 seconds now in the second. Mata racing up the left side, looking to throw one towards the net, or looking for a centering feed there. It'll take a bounce right to the slot. Jersey, a quick shot. That one saved away by Reimer. 5.8 left in the second now. So we'll see if Utah can get one last good shot here. They had one from Maselli earlier right off the draw, and additionally, Sergachev's goal was off the draw, though that took a few more seconds, but you get the point regardless. It's another case of where was this team the entire game. This Utah offense now seeming to get things going on this 4-on-4, throwing things in the net, not connecting their passes as well as they have been. There's definitely been some struggles there. I've noticed Gunther over the last few just not being able to pick up those passes as well as he has been. So we'll see if that comes into play a bit more down the stretch. Right side draw. It'll be Krebs and Stenlin tied up the dot. Buffalo will win this one back, or actually we'll drop this one a second time, so try that one again. Regardless, about 5 seconds left in the second. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Krebs going to the box. 2 minutes delay a game for a face-off violation. I'll be completely honest. Could I tell you what? Nope. But tell you what it says. Regardless, Utah now on the power play. So we'll see if that comes into play in the start of the third. There's still 5.8 left in the second now. McLeod, Stenlin push the right side. Utah looking for a quick one. Back to Stenlin, throwing one towards the net, saved away by Reimer. And that will be the end of the second. Finally. All right, so Utah will enter the third. Looks like with 41 seconds on the power play, though I'm sure the app's wrong or I'm wrong. Somebody's wrong somewhere. Regardless, they're on the power play, and we'll figure it out when we get there. Shots at the end of the second, setting 21-20 in favor of Utah, breaking that down by period 12-10 in favor of Buffalo in the first, 11-8 Utah in the second. Sergachev shot from the line puts Utah up 2-1. Vejmelka caving a minute in this Buffalo offense, trying to get something going. Just Vejmelka holding it down fairly well for Utah. Don't count Buffalo out yet. Utah has the motivation to win this game, but that hasn't stopped them before. Listening to Buffalo, Utah on Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. See you in about 15 for the third. Welcome back. So we're going to start the third period. Utah up 2-1, and on the power play for 41 seconds as well. Stats before we head into the third. Shots sitting 21-20 in favor of Utah. Faceoffs 23-21 in favor of Buffalo. Buffalo 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Utah currently 0 for 3. Hits 17-9 in favor of Buffalo, and block shots 12-7 in favor of Buffalo. Big period for Utah, and said it before, I'll say it again, in a game they cannot lose. It's as simple as that. Up 2-1, which is good. At least you're not trying to come back in the third, but still, Buffalo's been playing good. You cannot take them lightly, especially considering where, sure, you're on the power play, which is good, but you got to remember, last time you were on the power play, Buffalo had plenty of shorthanded rushes, so they toned it down in the second power play they had, and hopefully they've got enough together where they can hold out for just another 20 minutes. So they're going to need to, looking ahead to the next schedule. I know Saturday is Tampa, so that's going to be a tough one. Then you have Detroit, then Tampa again, Florida, Chicago to round out the month. I mean, Chicago should be your easy win, but you've proven you can lose to them before. So with Utah, in the event they win tonight, 4 points back, they're going to need some help. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. They need to win tonight first. 4 on 3 for 41 seconds as of the start of the period. Opening draw, one against the right side boards and neutralized. Utah trying to poke it in. Instead, it'll end up back to Keller. Will chip it up to Schmaltz, looking for a long pass across. Won't find it. It'll end up to Byram and Samuelson behind the Buffalo net, trying to come out with it. They'll clear this one all the way down to the Utah end. Sergachev with it. Back in his own zone, skates out with it, gives it over to Gunther, entering in right side. Pressured against the boards, back to Sergachev. Long pass across to Keller, left side with it. Cutting this one over to Schmaltz, back down to the line for Sergachev. Now Utah on the power, but looking for a quick tip in front to Schmaltz. That one saved away by Reimer. Around the boards, back to Keller. Deep now, Cooley with it. Schmaltz, quick little shot there. That one, Reimer is able to save away and dumped all the way down to the Utah end. 54 seconds left on the Utah power play now. Jersey behind his own net, skates out with it. He'll leave this one back for Hayton. Over to Keller, back to Hayton. Now Gunther right side with it. Trying to move it up, not able to. Moves one back down the line. Jersey looking to push it across to Cooley that just poke checked out of the zone though. Jersey gives us one across. Bad pass there. Nobody picks it up. Instead, it'll be McLeod that picks it up. Moves it in. Beautiful little backhand, and this one is tied up. I have no clue what Utah was even thinking going through their heads there. Just nobody picked up that puck. And then here comes McLeod moving in the other way, a 1-on-3. Yeah, we'll see here again, trying to dump this one over the right side, right in front of the Utah bench. Krause nor Doan pick it up, or Cooley. And then just McLeod races in, backhand right over the glove hand, or right over the blocker side of Amelka. Well, it's about as Utah as it gets. McLeod, his 16th of the season, short-handed. See in a minute when the assists roll in, if any. Here comes Carcone, cutting up the right side with speed. Backhands this one at the net, hits the side of the net instead, keeps control of it. He circles around to the left side point. Back down for Jersey. Back to Carcone. Loses control of the puck. Buffalo able to chip this one all the way down to Utah's zone, and this one killed off. Jersey trying to push this one in. Won't be able to. It'll be swatted to the right side corner. Maselli fighting for it. Krause trying to pick this one up. Instead, it'll be moved out by Buffalo. Thompson with it. Gets up over the line, trying to get this across to Byram. Just a little too deep for it. Back out to neutralize. Buffalo in control. They'll dump it right back in. Kept in along the lines. McLeod fighting for it. Pressured by Marino, looking to clear. He will. Right back to neutralize for Power. He'll give this one over to Darlene. Long pass up into the Utah end. Dropping this one back for McLeod. Can't quite get to the net as much as he'd like. Utah picked this one away. Schmaltz will clear this one into neutralizer. I believe that was Marino. Actually, doesn't matter. Be Kesselring now that gets to it all the way down, and that one will be an icing on Buffalo. That McLeod goal will be unassisted, which figured it would. 17-11 left in the third now. Utah putting themselves back in precarious position. Have the lead, one bad pass, and, well, now we got to pay attention for another 17 minutes. Left side draw on the Buffalo end, one back by Utah. Kesselring at the right side point with it, looking to throw this one to the net. Bounces away. Believe that one saved by Reimer. Fighting for it in that left side corner. Takes a bounce off Kozak. Sergachev in the slot whiffs on the shot entirely. Will be kept in at line just barely by Kesselring. He'll ring this one around. Ends up to Schmaltz, left side boards, looking to center this one. Unable to. All the way back down to neutralize. Kesselring will race for it first, down in his own end. Over to Sergachev now. Back to Kesselring as Utah goes for a change. Kesselring at the red line. He'll dump this one in left. Will end up to Reimer behind the Buffalo net. He'll look to push this one out right side. Neither team can get a hold of it. Bounces back down to the Utah and Cole get to it first. Pushing this one across to Jersey. Almost another bad pass there by Utah. Ultimately, they'll get it into the Buffalo zone, just not able to do anything with it. That one will be blown dead for high sticking, but not a penalty. We've that one just swung at. Yeah, looking at the replay again on that McLeod goal, because I was waiting to see. Jersey pushes it, passes it across to the Utah bench. It takes a bounce. Both Krause and Cooley are facing the wrong way, and ultimately slides right back to center ice, and then McLeod just up out the other way with it. 16-16, right side draw on the Buffalo end, one back by him. Pushed out to neutralize. Will end up back behind the Utah net. Vemelka with it. He'll push to the right side corner. Cole looking to clear. Kept in, though, by Krebs. Not for very long. Pushed right back out by Utah. Carcone trying to skate for it. Hayton as well with pressure. It'll be launched to the right side of the Buffalo end. Tied up in the corner. Hayton looking for some help. Gunther will come in. Ultimately launched back to neutralize there by Buffalo. It'll end up behind the Utah net. And that one, another icing. 15:45 left in the third now. Shot still tied at 21. Though part of me doesn't believe that. No, 22-21 in favor of Utah. Going to need that offensive rush and that momentum back in their favor. They've been doing better than they had in the first. We'll see if they can get this one done. Quick shot there by Utah. That one just goes wide as it was kind of just tied up to the dot there for a good few seconds. Cleared back out to neutralize. Kesselring will push it right back in, though. Tied up along the right side boards. McBain trying to get this one out. Will push back down to Kesselring. Leaving this one for Krause. Looks to take the shot. He'll end up to the left side instead. Around to Doan. He'll circle it right back down to Kesselring. Right side with it. Thrown towards the net. Looking for a quick little rebound. Both teams digging away at it. Ends up free. Mallenstein will come away with it. Up out of his own zone. Chipping this one deep to the Utah territory. They'll push this one over the left side. Kesselring can't quite get to it. They'll get it on the second attempt here, though. Pressured by Mallenstein. He'll keep control. 15 left in the third now. He'll just wait behind his own net as both teams go for a change. He'll leave this one. And they come back up the other way. Chipped in left side. Maselli racing for it. He'll end up behind the Buffalo net. Stellan coming in to help. Power trying to get this one out. Will be kept in along the left side boards by Jersey, I believe. Doesn't matter if Buffalo's able to chip this one right to neutral ice. Marino will get to it first. Push back into the Utah end. It's Sergachev now with it. Back to Marino. Utah just circling their own end, waiting for something. Trying to chip it up left side, ultimately taken away by Buffalo, pushing it right back in. It's Quinn with it. Quick shot. That one saved away by Vemelka. Krebs the one with the shot there. Tied up the left side point. Pushed out of the zone. Looks like it barely kept in. Can't quite tell. It will end up still in the zone. Doesn't matter. Sergachev has control of it in the right side corner. Long pass up for Utah. Here's Cooley now with it, cutting up the left side. Quick pass across for Schmaltz. Whiffs on the shot, though. Buffalo back up the other way. Too much pressure. They'll dump this one to the left side corner. Dursey back with it. Kozak away in front for pressure. Dursey will get this one up out of his own zone. Buffalo will take it right back in neutral ice, though. Pushed in by Power, taken away by Gunther. Can't quite get it out. Will on the second attempt, but right back to Power. Launched across to the right side of the Utah end, thrown towards the net. That one saved away. Kept in left side point by Power. Trying to push this one around to McLeod, unable to. Simmerzucker couldn't quite tell. Doesn't matter. Right side point thrown towards the net. And that one saved away by Vejmelka and takes a bounce all the way back down to the Buffalo end. And that one will be an icing on Utah. 13 exactly left in the third now. Shot sitting 23-22 in favor of Utah. Very close contest in the third here. I wouldn't be shocked if this one goes to overtime. Though, now that I've said it, don't be shocked when we don't. Left side draw, Utah end. One back by McLeod, looking for a quick shot there as Thompson. That one ends up back down to the Buffalo end. McLeod circling his own end. Chips this one over to Byram. Just a little too far in the pass, though, but he'll move it back to the Buffalo end for safety. McBain's pressuring him there. Back to Byram. Pick up the pass softly this time. McLeod will chip it into the right side corner. Can't quite get it to Thompson. Ends up to Marino in the left side corner instead. Breaking out of the zone is Doan. Quick pass across to Kraus. Moving in with speed. Trying to cut in front. Looks for backhand. Doesn't get the shot off, though. Ends up along the right side boards. Back down for Marino. Quick pass there to Sergachev. Throws one towards the net. Both teams zigging away. Ends up to the left side corner. Enough of it saved away by Reimer. Buffalo will clear this one back down to the Utah blue line. Push right back in, though. Kraus trying to cut in front with it. Reimer not able to get the save. Reimer without a stick. Buffalo looking to clear this one out. Enough time for him to go grab it. It'll be Lafferty that cuts in the left side of the Utah end. Pushing this deep to the left side corner. Can't quite get a shot off. He'll throw this one to the middle. Ultimately back up the other way. It's Maselli. He's got Stellan to help him. Reimer back with a stick. Tied up in the right side corner. Trying to push this one down. A quick little tip in front there. Or quick little tip in front there for Kerfoot. Not found. Buffalo circling this one around their own zone. Kerfoot back with it. Gets his Stenel in front. Quick little backhand in front. That one saved away by Reimer. Back down to Kesselring. Deep with it. Down at the right side circle. Be Maselli looking for a quick tip in front. That one saved away by Reimer. Kesselring pressured off the rebound there by Mallenstein. Back to Maselli. Throws another one to the net. That one saved away again by Reimer. Buffalo will clear this one down to neutral ice. Kesselring, I believe, will get to it first. Back to Kerfoot, cleared immediately by Buffalo. They'll push it right back in as they go for a change. Kept in by McBain, kept in by Cooley. Can't quite get it to Keller. Buffalo looking to clear this one out. Dursey can't quite keep it in. Buffalo in neutral ice with it. Quick pass across, trying to get this one to Power deep in the right side corner. Motto will get to it first, but here comes Krebs in to help. Round to Cooley, big hit on him to pressure Krebs off the puck. Tries to get a pass over to Schmaltz. That one just goes a little wide. And play blown dead there. 10:36 in the third. Didn't see. Well, it'll be a penalty on Krebs taking a 2-minute hooking against Cooley. So Utah back to the power play for the fourth time tonight, which, they've been playing better over these last few minutes. If they can get this power play rolling, that'll be critical for them. We'll have to find out after the commercial. 10:36 left in the third. You're listening to Buffalo, Utah on Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial break. 10:36 left in the third. Utah to the power play. And I already forgot who it was. Krebs, 2 minutes to the box for hooking on Cooley. Make sure I got that right. Yep. Utah, this is the opportunity they're looking for. They put one in here, they take the lead, and hopefully the game with them. Sergachev now, right side, will get to Keller deep. Schmaltz in front, whiffs on the shot, back to Gunther. Now Sergachev, back to Gunther, another quick one. Reimer with the save. 10:26 now left in the third. 1:50 on the Utah power play. Shot sitting 28-22 in favor of Utah. Liking this already. They're giving everything they can to Reimer. Just shooting the puck at the net as quickly as possible. Just pepper him. Get him moving. See if they can catch him on an angle somewhere. Liking this. This is better than their first few. Left side draw again. Buffalo end. McLeod, Cooley, one to the left side corner. Schmaltz pushes one back down the line for Gunther, but play blown dead. Do we have another penalty? We do. Another hooking call. This time on Keller, though. Keller, 2 minutes hooking against Samuelson, so we'll play 4-on-4. And then Buffalo will get a 14-second power play. So not the result you want if you're Utah here. I'm sure that goes without saying. However, they played good on the 4-on-4 at the end of the second, so they bring that same that same intensity they had during the short little power play they had 5-on-4. They're looking for anything here. See what they can do. 10:22. Right side draw in the Utah end this time. One back by Buffalo, but cleared all the way to the Buffalo end as Byram not able to keep this one in. Byram back behind the Buffalo net. Pass across to Peterka there as he cuts in with it. Right side, gets deep, ends up back to him behind the net. Quick little pass in front, looking for any rebound there. It'll bounce back to the right side point. Peterka back to Byram. Passing this one around, trying to get it back to him on the right side. Back to Peterka instead. Kept in at left side point just for a second. We'll push it back to Peterka at the Buffalo line. 1:05 left in the 4-on-4. 9:40 left in the third. Getting this one back to Peterka. Cuts in right side with it. He's got Darlene to help him. Quick little shot at Famelke. He'll save that one away from Jersey. Pushing this one back to Mata. Deep in his own zone. He'll cut out with it. Over to Maselli as he gets over the Buffalo line. Trying to throw this to the left side. Jersey will get to it first. Thompson with pressure, but Jersey keeps control. Drops this one back. Trying to throw this one in front. Maselli not able to get that one to him. Maselli circling that left side. Back down to Mata. Quick pass to Jersey. Trying to get it back to Maselli. Shot towards the net. Looking to pick an angle there. Ends up into the netting. So play blown dead there. Really? We're already going back to commercial? Well, I guess we're going back to commercial. Advertisers just need to get paid, I guess. 8:59 left in the third now. Not too much more left on the 4-on-4. And a couple seconds of Buffalo power play. But ultimately, still tied at 2. Both teams looking for that next goal. Listening to Buffalo, Utah, on Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after a short commercial break. 8:59 left in the third, still tied at 2. Believe actually all power plays, penalties, and everything killed off. Believe I just missed a few seconds when I did. We'll see here in a minute when the scorebug comes back. But I believe everything killed off, so we should be back to 5-on-5. Left side draw in the Buffalo end. Nope, 23 seconds left of 4-on-4. Shocker, was the app that was wrong. Thompson cutting out of the zone with it. He'll chip this one to the right side corner of the Utah end. Him and Sergachev fight for it. Got Marino in to help. He'll take a bounce to him. Tries to get this one around to Kerfoot. Stenlund takes a bounce off Sergachev's skate and back to Thompson with control. Buffalo to the power play for 10 seconds now. Cutting up the right side with it. Trying to get a tip in front and settle bounce back down to Byram behind the Buffalo net. Looking for a quick one. No chance of a rebound there. Here comes Utah back up the other way. It's Stenlund racing for it. Not fast enough to get a breakaway there, but good opportunity regardless. 8:15, everything killed off now. Byron looking to throw in towards net for a bounce. Won't find it. Take a bounce all the way to him back behind the Buffalo net now. Dahlin with it. 8 minutes left in the third. Schmaltz with some great pressure on Dahlin. Ultimately, he'll still get this one up the Utah end. Finds a home in the right side corner. Mallenstein fighting for it. Down the line now, Power. Throwing one towards the net. Hits a stick and bounces wide to the right side corner instead. Kesselring back around to Dersey. Try and poke this one out of the zone. Keller will get it out instead. Trap this one around for Cooley, trying to get it back to Keller deep with it. Power pressuring him, though. Will end up to Samuelson. Buffalo unable to clear as it catches somebody's stick and stays in just for a second. Will be rounded around to the right side corner. Cooley trying to grab it. Back down to Samuelson now. Trying to get this one out to Lafferty. Utah will keep it in, though. Cooley circling. Will drop this one back to Dersey. Down at the line now. Cooley, he'll just fumble with the puck, and that one out of the zone. Buffalo go for a quick change here. Dersey will chip it back in right side. Doan trying to fight for it. He's got Krause to help. Ends up the left side corner. It's McBain racing for it. Him and Mallenstein. Back to the right side now. Buffalo looking for the clear, and they'll find it. In the neutral ice, dumped into the Utah end. Kesselring will get to it first. 6:40 now in the third. Kesselring circling this one all the way to the Buffalo end. He'll throw one towards the net. Ends up wide. Kept in by Kerfoot, though, as he tries to ring this one around. Kept away by Bryson. Couldn't tell if that was a 5 or an 8. Shot there by Buffalo from the left side. That one just goes wide. It'll end up back down to their own end for Krebs. Back down to Clifton this time. He'll just wait behind his own net. Stenlund with the pressure. He's forced to move out quicker than he wants. Clifton all the way to the slot with it. Ends up to the right side corner for Tuck. Throws one towards the net from an angle. Takes a bounce right in front, but ultimately Utah will get this one out to neutral ice. Carcone, quick little pass across to Gunther. Drop back for Carcone. A quick shot. That one looking for another rebound there. Gunther, he'll find it. Utah finds the back of the net off a couple of rebounds in close. They'll take the lead again, 3-2. Gunther, I'm not sure if he's snapping a streak or anything, but just hadn't been playing good. I'm sure that's exactly what he's looking for tonight. 5:47 left in the third. Utah playoff hopes still alive. We'll see on the replay here. Just a great passing play regardless. Yeah, drops in front. Hayden looking for the rebound. He'll get it. It'll bounce over to the left side of the net. Dahlin looking for the clear. Whiffs on that, and that's how Gunther gets to the puck first. From an angle, Reimer doesn't even know it's over there. Doesn't reach for it. So Gunther bringing Utah back within, hopes of anything. His 25th of the season. We'll wait for the assists to pop in here in a second. Opening draw went back by Buffalo. We'll dump this one to the Utah end. Vejmelka will make the softball save there. Back the other way they go. McBain, he'll chip this one around. He'll end up left side corner for Krause. Buffalo looking to clear. Sergachev fighting to keep it in at the line. Ultimately, it'll end up to Doan at the right side point. McLeod, great effort, loses a stick, but still gets this one into the zone. Some digging and ducking. Vejmelka with a great little save there on Peterka. Nice pass from Thompson as well. Thompson tied up along the left side boards, kept in by Power, or by Dahlin. Back to him. He gets to the slot with it. Drops this one back to Byram at the left side point. Circling around to McLeod, back to Dahlin. Quick little pass there. Another one saved by Vejmelka, but that one was going wide regardless. Dahlin the one with the shot there. Thompson deep with it. Looking for a quick little pass in front. Utah able to take that one away, and they'll clear this one all the way down. Will it have the legs for an icing? Yes, it will. 4:45 left in the third now. Buffalo fighting to keep this within reach. Shots currently sitting 28-27 in favor of Utah. Third specifically tied at 7. Great effort there by Vejmelka and everybody on the ice, no matter what team there. Vejmelka with some great saves. McLeod, excellent to fight to get that one in the zone without a stick. Buffalo fighting to keep it deep, looking for anything in front. Utah defense holding up strong. Just a great little section of hockey there. Left side draw on the Utah end, one back by Buffalo, pushed down to the right side boards. It'll be Krebs with it. Looking to throw one towards the net. That one saved away by Vejmelka again. 4:38 left in the third. Gunther puts Utah back up 3-2. I believe this will be the final commercial break of the night. They'll watch them prove me wrong. Listening to Buffalo, Utah, and Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Be back after the short commercial break. .438 left in the third. Utah up 3-2. The draw in the Utah end. Buffalo not giving up that easily. They've been playing great all night, and they're definitely not going to go out in the last few minutes. Utah finally getting it together, so we'll see if they can keep it together just long enough to win this game. Right side draw, Utah zone will be Hayton. And it was going to be Lafferty. Instead, it'll be Krebs on the draws. He's kicked out of the dot. Tied up the dot, one back by Utah. It'll be Motto with it as he circles his net to the left side, looking to clear. Chipping this one up the left side boards. Utah not able to. It'll end up back to Hayden. He'll push this one around right side. See if he can clear. Kept in by Lafferty, though. Trying to push this one deep. It'll end up to Krebs, although both fighting for it in the right side corner. One Utah player without a stick. Can't see who. It's Hayton. Still tied up deep with it. Thompson not able to get this one away. End up still in that right corner. Mata trying to fight to get this one out. Finally, Utah will get it at least out of their zone. Chipping this one deep. They've got Schmaltz to race for it. 4 minutes left in the third now. Schmaltz not able to get this one away from Power or Samuelson. Will on the second attempt, though. Big shot there by Utah. That one just goes wide. Launch over to the left side boards. Stedlin not able to grab that one away. 3:40 now left in the third. Power back in his own end. Gets this one up to Peterka. Or to McLeod. Chipping this one. Or trying to chip this one into the Utah zone. Stopped right at the line, though. Maselli, he'll dump this one in. Reimer looks too slow, not able to. Byram in control. He'll just move behind the Buffalo net as they go for a change, or just to resort the puck here. Buffalo cutting out with it, trying to chip this one in. Ultimately ends up to the right side corner of the Utah end, where they will regain control. Looking to clear it out right side. Schmaltz will on the second attempt, or at least he'll try to. Still kept in by Buffalo just for a second, though. Keller with a kind of bad pass there, but ultimately Utah still in control on their own end. 2:55 left in the third. Sergachev, quick pass up, and out of the zone they go. Both teams sticking away and neutralized. It's Krebs moving it back in. Shot, that one saved away by Vejmelka. Or Zucker, not Krebs there. Kept in line by Bryson. Quick pass across the left, or to the right side of the Buffalo end. Back to Power. He'll move out of the zone with it. Gets this one back to Zucker. He'll chip this to the left side corner. Both digging away at it. Buffalo trying to push this one back down the line. Utah will keep it pinned in the corner. Ultimately breaks free. Power back with it. Tuck a shot. That one pad saved away by Vejmelka. Bryson trying to push this one back down the line. Utah will clear this one. Won't have legs for an icing, though. Power will get to it first. 2:05 left in the third. There's McLeod cutting out with it. Get into the Utah zone. Too much pressure. Keeps control of the puck. Thompson will push it along the right side boards. Kerfoot now back around to Cole, deep in his own zone. Trying to get this one out left side. Be pushed back to neutral ice. Be Peterka with it. He'll double back to his own zone. Minute 40. You got to think when they're going to pull Reimer. Oh, they already did. Of course, score bugs. I shouldn't be shocked. McLeod will drop this one back to Byram. Launching this one in. He'll end up along the right side boards. Byram back with it in front. He'll pass this one back behind the Utah net. Circling around with it is Quinn. Back around to Thompson. He'll clear this one all the way down to the Utah end, and it will go in. Wrong end. Buffalo end. Believe that was a bad pass from Buffalo that made that one go in. We'll have to see on the replay here. Regardless, Utah now up 4-1, 4-2. I can count. Minute 10 left in the third. Refs looking at it. They're looking at something here. Here we go. Here's the replay. It's tied up. It's Quinn circling around the zone with it. I think they're looking at a play for Byram in front, maybe. Yeah, just a bad pass from Buffalo. I believe Thompson tries to clear this one around and takes a bounce off the benches, just scoots all the way down to the Utah end. Just an unfortunate play there. We'll see who they give that one credit to. Once it reloads. Well, firstly, on Gunther's goal, Hayden and Carcone with the assist. They're 22nd and 12th, respectively. They're giving this one to Stenlin, which would be his 11th of the year. They're looking at something here. I'm not sure what exactly they're trying to figure out. They just have it focused on the bench and no audio. Showing the replay again. Yeah, Thompson just trying to poke this one back down the line. I think they're trying to see who touched it last, if it was Stenlin or not. Stenlin in the box, actually. Okay, so they will catch him for that. Stenlin 2 minutes for high sticking against Byram. So that's not a shock. That's that one. So a minute 10 left in the third. Stenlin with both the... Well, maybe not. Now the goal's gone from the app. So we'll... All right, we'll play on. It's still 4-2. Not sure who got it. We'll figure that out in a minute. Opener got one back by Utah. Buffalo will put it back in their own end. Empty net as well. Here's Thompson pushing up the left side with speed, trying to redeem himself. That one saved away by Vejmelka. Hits the mask, though, and they'll call that one dead for mask off. Update, that is still Stenlin's goal. So it's just the app trying to figure out what it's doing. Yeah. Gotta love the NHL app. Buffalo looking for two quick here on the power play, playing 6-on-4, not impossible. Though they'll get a bit of a breather here because Milk's got to fix his mask. Looks like we're all good to go there. 57.2, Buffalo skating 6-on-4. Just keep showing that replay from the Thompson goal. Well, the Stenlund goal, it was Thompson's. There we go. Left side draw on the Utah end. Tied up. Utah win this one back. Sergachev will push this one around to Kerfoot. Launching for the empty net. Just wide. Buffalo take this one back up. It's Dahlin with it. Trying to move this up the right side with speed. Zucker, he'll push it deep. He'll end up back behind for Tuck. Big hit there from Utah. Buffalo move this one back down to their own end unintentionally. Just not able to pick up that pass. 30 seconds now in the third. Dahlin again with it. He'll launch this one deep. It'll end up to Vejmelka. He'll push it to the right side corner. Sergachev back with it, looking for the empty net. This one blocked by Dahlin, or at least it looked like he was. Ends up putting it on net himself. Oh, what an unlucky turn of events there. Dahlin trying to play goaltender at center ice. Ends up blocking it, but puts it in on his own. Oh, if there was a Buffalo way to end this game, this would be it. What a Utah way to start and a Buffalo way to end. That second one they'll give to Sergachev. Additionally, it'll be a shorthanded goal for him. Sergachev, his 13th of the year. I don't believe his second, his second of the night as well. Both his and Stenlund's goal, both unassisted. 18.9, Buffalo still 5-on-4, so not anymore. Be Malenstein trying to cut up the left side with it. 10 seconds. Will end up to Mata behind the net. He'll look for the empty net again, launching it just wide, or not the empty net, just launching it wide to kill time. Won't call the icing there, and that one will be the game. Utah decides to not show up on time, plays good enough to get to the second, and then on the third, everything takes off. And then, Buffalo decides they're just going to put one in themselves, and then another empty net they try and block and doesn't end up working. Utah take this one 5-2 to keep their playoff hopes alive, but I'm still thinking just barely. So running through the updated numbers, St. Louis currently in the second wildcard spot with 77 points. They've played 70 games. Vancouver now sits outside it. Okay, I did do this math right. With 76 and 69 games played. Calgary is at 75 and 68 games played, so they have a game in hand. And then Utah now sitting with 73 and 69 played. So Utah back 4. It's not impossible, but with the upcoming games they have, they're going to need a bit of help. Next game at home to continue the homestand. Saturday at 3 p.m. Mountain against Tampa, and they'll be back on Monday, 7 p.m. Mountain against Detroit. They're then back on the road next Thursday, the 27th in Tampa, then the next night in Florida, and then they finish out the month in Chicago, the 30th. So it's not impossible for them to come back and still make the playoffs, but they're definitely going to need some help. Final shots in this game, let me get back to it. 30-28 in favor of Utah, breaking that down by period. 12-10, Buffalo in the first. 11-8, Utah in the second. 9-8, Utah in the third. We'll see you back here on Saturday for Utah to hopefully keep their playoff hopes alive against Tampa. As for me, I've been Taryn Holmes. This is Utah 801 Utah Hockey Radio. Have yourself a good rest of the night.